right.
Cool.
Yes. Yeah.
I don't think we need any particular intro. It's the 10th episode of the Orange Peripheral. We don't really need anything worthwhile to note. Basically, every 10 episodes, we should just take a day off.
But Chris, TheNSCL, what's the Orange Peripheral?
You people don't know yet. So, the Orange Peripheral, for those of you who are in the chat and have never heard of it, UltraDirectorJester and I do a podcast on a channel that nobody follows and that nobody watches. Basically, we're going to talk game stuff, and we thought, got 10 now. This will be the 10th one, so why not do a little bit of Q&A? Whatever you would like to know, whether it be real or fake, about us, about the universe, about what you had for breakfast this morning, ask us anything, because I'll just throw this out there now. We used to be in an improv troupe together. Did pretty well.
Yes, we did. Mm-hmm.
That was so fun.
It was.
It was something fun. So, ask away. And by the way, this is going to be like the most fun to edit because there's just going to be dead spots where we're waiting for questions.
Yeah.
So I could just highlight and delete.
You got a question? Okay. All right. So, what's first?
Who's the female voice in the chat?
This is my wife.
Hi.
She is doing the NCIS Let's Play with me, and she also did the Metal Gear Solid 5 Let's Play with me, and we got something special planned after NCIS, which was supposed to be the Let's Play we were going to do at the beginning of the year, so...
But, of course, all your equipment had to fuck up.
We got the wrong capture card. It just comes down, we get the wrong capture card, and we gotta get a whole nother thing, and another thing from China to get it to fucking work, and now it can work. We just gotta finish NCIS and we get to that.
You want to borrow my old shitty capture card?
That's the one I bought.
Yes! Love it.
Dazzle Capture HD. It's not bad, though, if I want to capture 240p, 240p stuff, because with my Hopodge capture card, I can't capture PlayStation 1 or N64. I have to use this thing. But hey, it works out. Whatever.
That's really interesting, because I have one step above you. I don't know how mine worked when I was recording the Spyro the Dragon. So, I don't know.
I think it's because of the difference between the HDMI and the component cables.
Yeah, that'd do it.
All right, next question. Bagels or toast?
Bagels.
Totally bagels.
Bagels are the best.
Yep.
Smothered with cream cheese.
Oh, you're killing me here.
Like mounds of cream cheese.
Mmm.
The good cream cheese, too. The Nuftel?
Yeah, no off-brand.
Yeah, no. Philadelphia all the way.
Philadelphia cream cheese with bagels. Onion bagels.
Mm-hmm. Oof.
All plain for me.
Question. Should I eat food or get portable ops for $5?
Eat food. Eat food.
Eat food. I'm not saying that because, it's better to eat food. I'm saying because portable ops is shit.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not the game's fault, it's the PSP's fault. There's no possible way that you can play it. You just can't. Get Peace Walker for the PS3 or the 360 instead. You're going to have a much better time. And I think they retconned portable ops, actually.
Yeah, they just decide, no, portable ops doesn't exist. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, in fact, Miller says in the game, we can forget about that San Geronimo crap, which is where the portable ops took place.
I didn't know that. I actually didn't know that. That's awesome. Actually, there was one I saw. On a scale from 1 to 1 billion, how smart are you guys?
Billions and billions and billions and billions.
There is no number for how smart I am.
Oh.
You would have to invent a new number
Infinity,
in order to
Times
represent
2.
my smartness. Oh, we're getting a lot of questions here. We should probably step it up a bit.
Speed it up!
All right.
I did see one for the names of my cats. I've been thinking about changing their names because it was kind of like...
No, you can't do that!
You can't do that, man!
I know. Nah, I was kidding. It's just, like... names that we thought of at the time, because these used to be my mom's cats, and then they kind of stuck with me, so I got to keep them.
The precious babies.
Yeah. If you actually watch my SWAT Cats video today, they made a cameo today.
Oh.
The first one is Neville. He's a big dude, and Hermione's the scaredy cat.
I wonder where you got those from.
Game of Thrones.
Well, anyway, if you could, how would you destroy the world?
I wouldn't want to destroy the world. It's a beautiful thing.
I would fuse with Vegeta and use a gigantic Gallic gun.
That's good, too.
Wait, that's the good alternative between I don't want to destroy the world and Gallic gun?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay, that's kind of awesome.
If you had to play a card game with anyone in the world, who would it be and why?
In the real world or like the fake world? Because I wouldn't mind showing off how good I am at Yu-Gi-Oh! With Seto Kaiba.
Oh. Richard Dawkins,
Yeah,
probably.
I was going to say that too.
I would totally love to play a card game with him.
Seeing as how you chose Richard Dawkins, I'll choose Bill Nye.
Okay, yeah, that's a good. One.
There you go.
Pee-wee
You can play cards with me anytime.
Pee-wee
Right.
Herman. Yeah, sure.
What's the best way to hide the body?
What's the best way to hide a body? Magic.
Become the body. Take on the identity of the person you killed.
I like that too.
There you go.
Alright.
I am over 3,000 years old, so...
My doctors tell me mentally I'm 12, and I won't live to be 17.
Ooh, that's tough.
I'm a shoestring.
I'm so sorry.
That's tough, too, I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
Football or football? Definitely soccer.
Yeah. Football.
The English version.
The good one.
Yeah.
If you were both trapped on an island, who would die? Who would die first?
That's kind of dark. I never thought of that.
It would probably... Well, we probably die at the same time, because, see, I would kill Niskel, thinking that he would provide adequate sustenance, and then I would die myself because I'd actually eat him. So we're both fucking doomed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, sure. You say that.
Cake or brownies?
Or you think that, at least.
What was your guys' first M-rated game, and what age did you play that game?
Didn't we talk... actually,
yeah.
Save that one.
Yeah, because I think we already did that one.
Yeah, we actually recorded the last episode of Orange Peripheral like a week ago, and I haven't pieced it together yet, so you'll see that before this, obviously, and that question will be answered, so... I need to catch up to where you guys are.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of questions here. I love it. If we don't get to it, just kindly resubmit it, but don't spam us, otherwise it'll never get done.
Yeah. What's the worst hentai you've ever... worst hentai you've ever watched?
All of them.
I'm getting there. Just wait a
Bible
bit.
Black.
Yeah, I'd have to agree and say Bible Black myself. Just because it's crap, even if you watch it in...
Pico.
Oh, no, yeah. Fuck.
Pico.
Thanks a lot, because I had successfully... I jettisoned that from my memory and from my brain, and
Whoa,
you brought
guess
it back.
What?
Thanks a lot. Now I'm probably going to kill myself after this stream.
And that's how you'll die!
No kidding. What's the worst hentai you've ever watched? Well... Sorry, what's the best? Did I say worst?
We just
my side.
we just said the worst.
What's the best hentai you've ever watched?
None. None of them. They all suck.
Story of Little Monica.
Dragon Pink.
Dragon
Seriously.
Pink. I like that one.
Dragon Pink is hilarious. It's just awesome. At one point, there's these naked shits attached to these sentient suits of armor, and they're like fully exposed. So they say, "Ha-ha! If you kill us, then that means that you're gonna kill them too." And then after like a couple scenes, the two characters going up against them and said, "Oh well."
And for those of you who just came in, that was the best place to come in at.
I know, right? It's like, oh well, sorry. Let's keep going. Tough shit.
Here's an interesting one. What are you going to LP after Dead Rising? What's our next thing? I've got an idea.
Well, you see, we've got, we always have two different co-op Let's Plays going on. It's ones that appear on my channel and ones that appear on his channel. So, what's next on your channel for after Dead Rising?
I don't know. You want to do Super Mario Sunshine?
Sure.
Dude, yes. You should totally do that.
I like to think that because Super Mario
one of my
Galaxy
favorite
and
Mario
Super
games.
Mario Galaxy 2 came out, ever since we got, the true actual successors to Mario 64, I think people will look back on Sunshine with, a much more fonder recollection, I think.
I
Are
agree.
you getting the plague now?
No.
Or you
it's
just or is that... Or, did I move you to tears?
It is so cold down here. Recording in the basement, it's like 10 degrees colder than everywhere else.
That's why we're on.
Oh, that's too
upstairs.
bad. That's too
Oh,
bad.
yeah.
Sorry, we're hot over here, so we don't have a problem.
Favorite Tales game? It is a tie between Symphonia and Vesperia.
Symphonia.
I mean Symphonia 1. The first one. The only one. That's it. Not the second one.
The second one was great.
The second one was crap.
You just don't like manufactured characters.
That's not the only thing that was manufactured. It's bad for a lot of other reasons. They went from a beautiful, fantastic world map experience to select a place to go to. Felt limiting, and I hate being
dress.
I hate being fucking limited in fucking RPGs. That's why I hate Pokemon Black and White so much.
Oh my god.
I know, it's terrible.
I can't stand it. How dare they ruin a game I haven't played yet?
Alright, what's another question?
John Cena. Sorry, I just had to throw that out there.
That's not a question, but he's certainly the answer.
John Cena
This
is the
one's
answer
good.
to everything.
Favorite with Hinako, I keep saying Hanako.
Oh my god, no!
And you have to answer
Scratch.
don't none. What?
Wait, what?
Favorite with Hinako, and you have to answer don't none.
I guess we have to answer it. Oh, I think the question is, like, what's your favorite? None. Okay. So
So I can't.
you can't
cop out
say
and
none.
none of them. Oh.
your favorite cannot be none.
Ah. Well, I don't know. They're all pretty terrible, but probably the second one, just because it was shorter and much more innocent. Except when you brought that guy in. That was wrong. Fucking wrong.
I knew that would get you. The entire time you could have sworn you knew what I had up my sleeve. And I just drop kicked you with it. It was awesome.
That was a good one.
Because you knew you could almost physically see your mind and spirit just drop as soon as the screen came up, unfaded from black, and you're just like, what the fuck?
It's like, I'm just,
What the fuck?
I'm really blown away. I'm really confused as to what's happening. I love how upset UDJ just got.
Probably my favorite out of the series is actually Bath Time, because it was physically painful to watch. Because all the gags we did, every single Hinako video is done as 100% improvised, and the one part where she basically smothers us, I actually almost, I couldn't breathe for a little bit. I was in so much of a character that I almost suffocated myself.
We
It
were
was that
perfectly in sync in that part.
Exactly, and also
I think I really did start choking at the end of that. If you listen,
it was also the table flip was probably my favorite gag. Even
I
though
was just done.
in reality it wasn't a table flip, but it pretty much was a table flip.
Oh boy.
What's your favorite Resident Evil game, Niskel?
I'd have to throw it out to 4, but A very, very, very close second is 0. I really like 0.
Do
But
you
I
like
love
visual
4.
novels?
Visual
Well, for me,
novels.
I'd have to say number 4 is my favorite, and
you
I
actually
have to
played
kind of give a thumbs up to 5, because 5 is fun when you have somebody
Yeah.
with you. Because
It was awesome.
I'll never forget the wonderful acts of kindness you showed me with Resident Evil 5. That's another reason why it stays so well with me.
Oh, yeah, it's like, you had a bug on your shoe, so I shot it with a rocket.
We've
That
had
was awesome.
we've had a lot of fun, and we've been talking about Let's Playing it too.
Oh, yeah. Eventually, I do want to do a co-op, but then sprinkle in bits and pieces of the single player that are different. But other than
Yeah.
that, no, you and me need to destroy Resident Evil 5 again.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. It's going to be fantastic.
And
we're gonna have
6.
we're gonna have infinite launchers on.
Bonus round. We'll call that bonus round.
Okay, all right. What's next?
Oh, that's gonna get
Are you
copyrighted.
guys gonna do any more?
What's
Is
that?
it Hinako in the future?
There is no more Hinako.
Exactly.
There-
That was a
if
joke.
If there was more, well, then bring it on.
Yeah. UDJ's last line, there's 25 more, that was a gag.
Yeah, because for some reason it's just called it's just called Bath Time with Hinako 026. So what the fuck happened to the other 25? Is it? I mean, is it the 26th thing that company did? I mean, it isn't. It's like the 8th, but you know.
Yeah, so there are only 3. There are no more. We can probably find something else equally as terrible, but not at the moment. There's nothing in the works.
I've got something that is probably too terrible to do, and I'm not even going to bring it up. But there's something I have up my sleeve for when we have to reach the bottom of the barrel. Like that's probably how I'm going to end my channel, by doing a let's play of that game.
Which one?
The lowest rated visual novel in the visual novel database.
Oh, is that the...
And that's all I'm saying.
Oh,
That's
God.
it. No, that's all I'm saying.
Wait, you actually want to end your channel?
Well, I mean, I'm not going to do it forever.
Well, yeah, true.
It doesn't mean it's not going to happen next week. You know, 5 years, 10 years.
I was about to say, when?
I need an exact date. I need like a Mayan calendar prediction.
Hello, Red Fox 1HQ. How are you tonight? What time is it? It's afternoon.
It's night, pretty much.
Whatever.
Pretty much night. Good enough.
Ever play the Paper Mario series?
I played Super Paper Mario for a while, and then I stopped for whatever reason.
I haven't really played much of the first one because I have it on my Wii U and I can't access it right now. But the second one is one of my favorite RPGs of all time. Thousand Year Door is brilliant. Super Paper Mario, not so much. I didn't like it too much. It felt like too much wandering around. It didn't feel like it had a clear direction on what it wanted to do.
It's basic at best.
It didn't have a very good focus, I thought. But Paper Mario Sticker Star, I kind of liked, but I think that's because I got it for $8.
Price played a factor. You were bought.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, I would have been pissed if I got it for 40, but I liked it because I got it for 8. And hey, that works out. It was a crazy, massive sale. I'm thinking, I gotta get the fuck over there.
I want to add, I digged your Meowth voice in Dead Rising.
I was just about to say that. That was pretty funny.
Oh, that just went
I'm
up.
glad you think so.
Yeah.
Glad you think so. You're such a mensch. Thanks for mentioning it.
It's all right by me.
How many of you want to rule the world? Hey, Jesse, James, can you save me?
Yeah.
Get that Pikachu.
God, man, all 3 of us could do the Team Rocket thing right now.
Oh, thankfully I only have one line. Unless
Who
we do
says
like, didn't the Team Rocket like what is it, a cheer, I guess it would be? I think it updated around season 10 or whatever. It changed.
But what kind of fool kept watching after that?
Nobody.
Exactly. As far as I know, there was only one season, then they went to Johto for a while, and that's the last we ever heard of Ash.
He fell off the mountain and then he died.
No, he stayed on the mountain and forever.
Oh, yes. Oh, dear Lord, how did I forget?
Yeah.
I still think there should be a separate animated series for, like, all the side stories of all the Pokemon games. Like the battle with Red. or the Ash, whatever you want to call him. That would be awesome.
Red Ash.
Red Ash.
Ash the Red.
What's the worst ending to any video game you guys have ever played?
Shin Megami Tensei's Strange Journey.
Yeah, I would fully agree with that one.
In which there's 3 possible endings, and all 3 of them are fuck.
They suck.
Yeah, they suck in 3 different ways. The good ending sucks because humanity is a hive mind. The neutral ending sucks because everything's all good, but the big thing could come back again, and then everything you did was all for naught. And then you got the bad ending, where all the demons run free and humanity is decimated and turned into food. It's like, well, that was 40 hours wasted!
I will say, though, playing up to that point was awesome. The Shin Megami Tensei, any of their games, are really, really good. It's just, as soon as you get to the ending, you're like, well, shit.
Yeah, it was right at the end when I couldn't turn back from the good ending, and I realized how crap it was, and I realized how crap the other 2 were. I couldn't finish it. It's like, well, what the fuck?
Actually, that final boss was a bastard. I was sad to say this, but I had to use Action Replay because I was way underleveled, and even cheating, it almost killed me.
Yeah, cheating doesn't really work a whole lot towards the end of the game. I mean, that game is unforgiving, but I really do like it though.
Mm-hmm.
The ending just sucks.
It sucks so much.
Have you ever played the Dark Souls series?
Yay! My favorite question.
You fool!
How do I love Dark Souls? Well,
let me count the ways.
I have it right here. I love this fucking game. It turned out to be a game I didn't even expect that I would like this much. I mean, I knew that I would probably end up liking it because it offers a good challenge, but it's how fucking deep it is, how much mythology and how tightly designed it is, and how much I keep referring to it in a lot of our other videos.
I still think
all of them.
Skyrim is better.
And I can't wait for Bloodborne, and I can't wait for Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin, to play it on my...
I actually want to see this Bloodborne.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
excited
awesome
for that.
looking.
I know, I can't wait. Just that line haunts me. Hello, Hunter. Your presence is warm, or something like that. Just the way it makes me shiver. It's awesome. Dark Souls LP?
No.
Okay, how about if I finish this New Game Plus, and maybe I'll Let's Play New Game Plus Plus?
Oh, are you kidding? No. Play it from scratch.
No, that'd be fun because I can show off all the cool things, and there'd be a bit of a blindness to it because New Game. There's like 6 New Game Pluses. It goes up to New Game 6 Plus. It's awesome. Dark Souls is amazing. I love it. It's so good. And it cuts down a lot of grinding too, which would be fun for people to see. Because I grind a lot because I cheat a lot. I use the bow. What I do is I see a gigantic dragon over on the horizon. I get out my bow and arrow that has like 480 arrows in it, and I just chip away 150 of them.
Oh
and
my god.
I didn't even fight the undead dragon. He just sat there and took all my arrows, and then when I hit the last one, and I had the freedom to do that. That's why I like it so much. But enough Dark Souls. I'm probably going to get back to it later in the night. So here we go.
I do want to bring this up. Did NCIS rip off Dark Souls? Well,
absolutely. even though Dark Souls came out in 2011 and NCIS started in 2003, earlier if you count that Jag spin-off, NCIS totally ripped it off. I mean, come on. Is it ironic that Gibbs and Gwyn are kind of the same? I think not. We all talk about how Gwyn is this awesome mega beast, and it turns out he's actually a pussy, and then we talk about Gibbs, and you look at him, he's actually a crickety old man. I mean, yeah. I am fangasming, and I'm going to fangasm all over your faces, so open your mouths.
Oh, wait. I need to get the hell out of this room.
Take it. Just take it.
Take it all! Take my fangasm!
Right in the face. Oh, it's all over. Oh, Jesus.
It's all over my copy of Dark Souls.
I'm not cleaning that up.
Better look it up again.
Anyway.
And the viewer rate's just dropping like flies. Yeah.
Yep, there goes everybody. Bye.
Hope you enjoyed the stream! All right, let's move on. Let's move on from Dark Souls because we're getting to a dark.
What is the greatest ending to anything you've seen, played, or read?
Right now, I would have to say Phoenix Wright 3, but give me a moment with Steins Gate, because I got a feeling that, in terms of how much a twist ending is, The Order 1888, 0. Phoenix Wright 3, about a 70. Danganronpa, you'd probably say about an 85, right?
Yes.
Okay, fine, a 95.
Yay.
I got a feeling that Steins Gate is going to be like 1,080%.
I don't know. You're competing with, let's see, you're competing with Spike Chunsoft, and you're competing with a lot of heavy hitters.
Yeah, but these are indie guys, the guys who put all their heart and soul into this, and this is the one that everybody talks about. So, yeah. I'm going to say Phoenix Wright 3 for now, subject to change if Steins Gate proves to be absolutely phenomenal.
Sounds good.
Which it probably will.
What do you think of the video games industry, and how is your view on AAA games? Hold off on that. We actually answered that in the other one. So
yeah.
Your opinion on the ending of Panty and Stocking? I think I can only answer this one.
Because I haven't seen Panty and Stocking because I don't like Panty and Stocking. Sorry, I don't.
It's the class example of a Gynax ending. So, everything's well and good, and then they're like, it's not, that's not how I wanted to do. And then it's almost like a complete rewrite. Essentially, it went up to the very, very end, and they're like, hey, that story we had? Fuck it! Let's do something else! And
I am always very impressed with Gynax because they actually create Japanese animation that is now interesting to look at.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've been watching anime for years upon years, children. That's just a hint as to how old I am.
Oh, God.
But, I'm seeing a lot of tropes, a lot of really, really lackluster animation. Like, it may look like the best animation ever, but then you realize that there's a lot of panning shots where nobody's moving, everybody's standing still, and all that's moving is the lips. And you realize that an entire 5 minutes was just 3 different shots. It just seems like it's really lazy.
Somebody corrected me when I reviewed Panty and Stocking. It's a parody of American cartoons, and I can see it now, because it does look like...
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. It looks like a melted Warner Brothers, but not as funny or endearing.
It feels like Craig McCracken was a very big inspiration in making this.
Yeah, I can see that.
I can see a lot of Powerpuff Girls in it, I think Gynax is trying to get some unique Western-style animation in the Japanese world. Like how Teen Titans was awesome because it had the Japanese-style emotions, but also was really real as well. It had that perfect balance,
Oh, I'm just remembering the episode of Teen Titans, the best one, and you can argue with me, but it was the best one. It was when Robin goes crazy and sees Slade everywhere.
That's a damn good one, though.
Oh,
that's a damn good one. Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
All right, and boom! Most anticipated game of 2015, and I can't say Persona 5. Damn it.
Well,
You can, though. You probably don't care as much as I do, though.
Well, I care because what's cool about Persona 5 is that when we obviously go to GameStop together to pick it up, you're going to say, I'll have it for the PS3, and I'll say, I'll have it for the PS4.
Actually, knowing my track record, I'm going to say I'm here for both. That way, I can start it on the PS3, and then Persona 5 will probably be the point where I go, you know what, I need a PS4, and that'll be the first thing I play on it.
Mm-hmm. Well, then again, Scalebound for me is probably going to get me an Xbox One.
Oh, Scalebound.
Does
look nice.
Once Xbox Ones become like $20 and all the games are like a penny. So, about a year.
Yeah, probably. My game, most anticipated game in 2015, I can't think of any.
Well, right now I'm going for Bloodborne because it's the only one I actually give a fuck about.
That's a good one.
I don't think Dark Souls 2 should count because that game came out last year.
That's a re-release.
Yeah, and I'm too busy, rubbing my dick all over Dark Souls here.
Okay, too much.
I'm sorry, I keep doing that.
Too much. The audience has to buy umbrellas and ponchos now. Good God.
Okay, if Ride to Hell got a reboot or a sequel, would you guys play through it?
Absolutely.
Yes, because it would work properly.
Well, actually, I don't know, because it's kind of like Uwe Boll's career.
Jesus.
You have the early Uwe Boll who doesn't know what the fuck he's doing, and that's what made him so fascinating. And now he actually knows what it means to be a director, and he's getting better at it, and so he's making films that are better, but boring. So, would Ride to Hell 2 be interesting enough to Let's Play and make fun of? And to that I say, probably.
I still love the sideways running. That killed me. That was was that the DLC?
That was the best episode, trust me.
Oh yeah, you titled it that.
Mm-hmm. Because it was the best episode. That's the episode where the most went wrong. Just everything went wrong. From the beginning when we threw that guy over and he stuck to the railing to even at the end where it's just... It was awful.
Sideways walking, and then he, like, Mike Tyson'd your ass.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Boom, 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 boom. Oh, you suck. You just got Mr. Sandman. That was awesome.
Oh, boy.
I saw a question a bit earlier. I'm just letting the chat go through, but do you know the Golden Mario amiibos? The Walmart exclusive?
Oh, yes.
Well, the reserve went up 2 days ago. And they were gone in 15 minutes, of course.
Oh, I thought it was 10.
Now the scalpers have them on eBay for $100 to $200, and that's a Walmart receipt.
It's not worth it anymore.
Nope.
Actually,
I'm gonna wait.
You want to know what's sad? I get a lot of information from the people I used to work with at GameStop, and they told me that one guy that also used to work with them now works at electronics in Walmart. Mm-hmm. You know, so he relays information and then I get it. But he said, yeah, reserves at Walmart don't mean jack shit. It's basically your $5 for reserving is basically a gift certificate to Walmart. You'll be lucky if we actually have your reserve waiting.
There's just no point then. Nintendo presents all these fancy toys and all these companies bring out these limited editions, and I think, what's the fucking point anymore? Because it's going to be way too expensive, and I'm going to be able to buy it for the exact same price as a brand new copy anyway 2 weeks later.
And you want to know do you actually want to try on the 19th, because it's being released the same day as Mario Party 10, which, by the way, we are totally playing.
Yeah.
But if I just go into the local Walmart and just wait until midnight when they release them, I bet you anything I can pick one up without a reserve.
We'll have to see about that.
I'll try it.
If we're one of the 3,000 stores that gets it, because I thought it was like exclusive only to certain Walmart stores.
I think it was for all of them. Don't quote me on that, but hey, if we're lucky.
Well, why don't we go check? We'll check later.
What is your favorite superhero movie?
Avengers.
Yeah. Oh, I can't decide.
Avengers is so goddamn good.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with you there, Cirque.
I love Thor. I love Avengers.
Well, but they're all together in one, man.
I know, but I love Thor.
Yeah, Thor is my favorite.
I love the Avengers. Oh man, there's a lot I really like. I love the Dark Knight.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
I can't pick one because there's so many.
I fucking hate Batman.
But I love Heath Ledger.
God, I fucking hate Batman and DC. How about that? DC, fucking hate.
Yeah, we're a Marvel house over here.
The Avengers movie is probably one of the only movies where I actually stood up out of my seat and went, "Yeah, that was awesome!"
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
Is that final fight? That final fight goes on for like 25 minutes, and the entire time I was like glued to my seat. I was like, "Come on, yeah, that's amazing!"
The one scene where
the
Hulk comes and reveals the secret about his anger.
Oh, I'm always angry.
I'm always angry.
Everything about that scene was just amazing.
Well, it's just
I literally just... I was in the theater. I saw it in the theater. I literally stood up when that happened. I was like, yeah! Yes!
I think everyone in the theater cheered.
Well, another thing is, like a minute after he says that, it's just the Hulk wrecking shit. He's jumping off giant robots. He's destroying buildings. He's taking down giant aliens. And that's just like a minute after he says that. And it's like, oh. And then we got like another 45 minutes of movie left.
Do I see Fiancé again?
This is my wife.
Fuck no,
It was a slip of the tongue, people. It's my wife.
Ugh.
He swears.
Oh, no.
What is the funniest game you have ever played?
Spec Ops: The Line.
That's very gruesome, my friend.
No, I haven't really played a lot of comedy games, because a lot of my games aren't really all that funny.
God, you're so serious. Hey, Phoenix Wright series is pretty funny.
Well, yeah, but that shit got real. I mean, like, true comedy game. And really the funniest game that I think I've played, because, you know, I haven't played Grim Fandango. I haven't played Bad Fur Day all the way through. But I think the funniest game I have right now would probably be Psychonauts.
I haven't played that one.
There's a tutorial. The tutorial level is going through like a boot camp, like, you know, like a war zone or whatever, and all the psychic kids are inside this brain, you know, doing it themselves. But you're learning combat, and you're just kind of, you know, doing whack-a-mole for a while, and all the while you have these two kids over here saying, "Come on, Rez, punch! Go on and punch, Riku! I mean, not Riku, but go on and punch, Rez! Punch, Rez! Punch! Go on, Rez! Punch, punch, punch! Yay, Rez!" And the guy who's doing the bootleg saying, if you do this correctly, I'll give you a reward. And so you're punching all these moles and saying, "Yay, go Rez, go Rez!" And then once you finish the mini game, the guy goes, "All right, here's your reward." Camera goes to those two kids, and blow up. That actually had me laughing, and I just also remembered another Steam game that made me laugh in my seat, Stanley Parable.
I haven't played that. I didn't even want to watch the trailer because I knew it was kind of one of those games where you hear about it and you're like, okay, I need to wait till I actually play it. But
the trailer doesn't do the game justice at all. It's really a game you have to play, to experience, to believe, and it's going to be fantastic.
I definitely have to pick that up. But the funniest game for me would probably be... Oh, there's a lot of them. I love comedy games, ones that actually work. So the Fable series is pretty funny. It's British humor. So it's give and take, but a lot of the stuff can be really funny. Bad Fur Day, can't go wrong with that. And because they're kind of in the same knot, Danganronpa and Phoenix Wright, they're pretty much the same humor, but Danganronpa is a bit darker. Just a little bit.
Much darker.
But it's really funny, and Persona 4 is hysterical.
What's next?
God, there's a bunch of debates going on. What game did you enjoy playing the most in 2014?
I think we already talked about that too.
Oh yeah, we did. What non-Persona Shin Megami Tensei game should I start with? Any of them, but I will throw out my personal recommendation for the Devil Survivor series.
I would also throw my recommendation for Nocturne and the Digital Devils series, because it used to be that those games were like $80, you know, back in the late 2000s. But now that Atlas has released them all, you can get it for like $20-$30 on Amazon and eBay. So check them out; they're fun.
Nice. Oh yeah, did you see that thing about the new Zelda game? Spring release?
I don't think so. No way at all. There's no possible way.
What if they announce a Nintendo Direct like sometime in May?
I really don't think that Nintendo's going to release this high profile of a game in spring. They would have at least 2 or 3 Nintendo Directs talking about it. There's going to be a Nintendo Direct talking about the game in detail, probably a final title. Then you're going to talk about the game again, giving you like a release date and more detailed gameplay stuff. You know, probably talk more about that. And then right like a month before the release date, they're going to talk about it again. So I'm thinking it's going to be autumn at the earliest.
Well, you got to think, like, with Majora's Mask, people knew it was coming, so they had one Direct to show it, and then the next Direct to give a release date, and then, bam, it was here.
Yeah, but that's a remake. This is a brand new Zelda, and they're making a map as big as the console can contain. I'm thinking, oh my god, Skyrim has come to Zelda.
The Legend of Zelda: The Unwound Future.
It's gonna be like Dark Souls, isn't it?
No, shut up.
Best TV
You and your
shows
Dark
you
Souls.
guys have ever watched.
TV shows?
Yeah.
We're gamers. We don't watch TV. No,
Yeah,
seriously.
I actually
though,
don't have cable anymore.
my favorite TV shows would be,
Cosmos.
well, Cosmos is definitely a TV show, but if we're talking like, actual comedy shows and whatnot, I would have to say Psych, Law and Order,
Oh, yeah.
Whose Line Is It Anyway, and of course, Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Yes.
Those are some pretty good ones. I would, again, throw out a nod to Psych, but I found a particular liking with House MD. I don't normally watch drama shows, but that was a really kind of low-tone funny one. It's unintentionally funny, I think.
Dark humor.
Yeah, that's the word.
It's black humor pretty much.
Now, if
when
we're
I say
talking cartoons... Cartoons?
If we're talking cartoons, I have to go with Regular Show as my favorite cartoon right
Yeah.
now. Just because it seems that every single episode, the writers impress me. I think they're going to go one direction and totally sell out and just do the lowest common denominator, and they turn it around and give me something clever and memorable and truly something fantastic. And Regular Show's good. Go watch it.
Yeah, I haven't been able to watch any of the new cartoons, so I really can't pass judgment. I haven't watched them in a while.
I haven't even seen Gravity Falls, even though I have a suspicion that if I see it, I'm going to fucking love it.
Did you watch Phineas and Ferb?
Yeah.
Did you like it?
I liked it. I mean,
Some episodes are really good.
it's not my favorite show, but it's certainly got some clever writing.
Yeah, some of the writers for Phineas and Ferb came over for Gravity Falls, and it's kind of like Phineas and Ferb, but more of a kind of a dark mystery angle, and it's very, very good for a Disney show.
They employ Paul Robertson, one of my favorite animators, so it's got to be good.
Yeah. So good.
Bye, K-Phil. Alrighty.
Sam and Max had a cartoon series?
It wouldn't surprise me. I mean, just take the writing from the games and put it in the show. There you go.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Well, yeah, it wouldn't be that hard, but... The hardest video game you ever played?
Well, I don't know, but I'd say that they're all pretty hard.
Yeah.
But if
Not
they're all hard,
boxes.
but if they're all hard, why is it called software?
Ha! That was funny. Now, if you want to talk hard video games, I really like the Ninja Gaiden series and Shin Megami Tensei series. Those are really challenging.
I'm trying to think of what the hardest game I played was, because I play a lot of hard games, or at least what some people think are hard. I mean, I beat Dark Souls, so if you just want to make that an easy answer, go ahead. But I can't tell if Dark Souls is harder or Ninja Gaiden 2 is harder.
I think Mario is missing.
Or
It's the
Ninja Gaiden 1. Oh, I hate Ninja Gaiden 1 because it's hard for all the unfair reasons.
Yeah.
And fuck, I want to be the guy.
Yeah, I'm not playing that shit. Have I watched Season 2 of Gravity Falls yet? No, I've been too busy, sorry. Favorite comic book hero?
Deadpool.
Fuck yeah.
It's
No,
probably because he can be in any comic he wants.
It's because because I hate comic book culture, it's all like, the big burly dudes that have, shoulders that go out way more than they should, and everything's just all muscly and heroic and justice.
They have
and,
muscles that don't even exist.
and then
pretty much.
all the women have like impossible spines and they're always over sexualized and it's just fucking disgusting. And here comes Deadpool saying, "Hey, fuck you guys! I'm gonna have sex with death." How awesome you have to be to have sex with death. I don't think Superman does that.
Well, he certainly dies a lot. No, but, yeah, Deadpool can be in any game, any medium he wants. He's a fourth wall breaker.
And he just takes the piss out of all the comic book culture and just runs it all in the dirt.
I actually do want to play the Deadpool game. It looks like fun, even though it didn't get good scores.
Yeah, I don't really trust middle-of-the-road review scores anymore. Whenever something gets a 6 or a 7, I think, well, that's not fair. I'm sure it's got, if there's, like, effort behind it, and if people actually, give it a chance, turn off their mind and all their preconceptions, it might have some fun.
Right.
But if it's really badly designed, well, then I can't help you there.
You're dead to me.
Wasn't Chef's Love Shack?
I forgot about that, you fool!
Wasn't Chef's Love Shack a hard game for you guys? I don't know. You think we should do it again?
No! I can answer that right now, no! Although, out of that entire segment where we thought doing really old PS1 games was kind of fun, the PS1 shots, I wouldn't mind going back and learning how to finish The Grinch.
You want to make it a thing?
Give me time.
All right. Well, we got some other things in mind, too, so...
Yeah, yeah, let me work on it. Because it's still technically not a good game. I mean, it controls well, and you can spin around and do a constant circle, but... Yeah, I haven't finished it in all these years.
Maybe we'll do it for Christmas.
Oh, there we go.
This is just a quick thing, real quick, cut and paste, whatever.
I'll have to get to work on it then.
Nah, it's all you.
Yeah, I know.
Who is your favorite Persona character?
I can't pick. Don't
myself.
Make me choose.
You
are
pretty
badass.
Myself as the protagonist in Persona 4 because I was banging everybody.
Pro-swagonist.
The pro-swagonist. More
Yeah,
like the
I
pro-tag-bagonist.
I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
I am curious how these new characters are going to play out. Like, they seem likable on the outside, but they could easily be ruined. So I'm sure they won't be, but, there's always that thought in the back of your mind. It's like, I got to hear them talk first.
I think it's just a matter of progression, because we look at Persona 3 and how good that was, and Persona 4 and how amazing that was. Now there's an idea about what's Persona 5 going to be. Is that going to go up and beyond Persona 4, or is it just going to be as good as Persona 3? Because I think one of the two is going to... I don't think it's going to be a bad game by any means. No way. We all know it's going to be amazing.
Yep, like the thief aspect,
let's not
good
kid
start.
ourselves. Yeah.
And they are changing a few things, like social links and dungeons, so we'll see how it goes. Don't change it too much, but please change it.
Well, the way I see it, I think that's why they're releasing all these Persona 4 games and all these Persona games in general, because I think they're just wallowing in the old ways first, and now they can focus on the new series and the new direction they can take, and really take it to being a trilogy, because Persona 3, 4, and 5 are probably going to be their own separate games, but have the same kind of charm, and I think it's going to be fine.
Did you...
Don't worry, man. Don't worry.
Did you see the tweet that was going around saying, there, you guys happy? All those Persona 4 spinoffs, we're going towards funding Persona 5. You can all shut up now.
Seriously.
How do you like the waifu Warriors? What the hell? I think I know what he's talking about, though.
Yeah. I think I'm going to start a new Progressive Waifu Wednesday thing.
Where you post guys.
Yeah, I'm just sick of seeing, all the same anime girls over and over again. They just have a slightly different face and slightly different hairstyle, but they're all the fucking same. Why can't we just get something that's, I don't know, different, new, refreshing?
Well, I don't think anybody wants to see Luigi getting hot and heavy, which was your last one.
I don't know. I got a kick out of it.
Mario.
Mario! Mario!
I'm sorry. I was looking through my pictures on Twitter of stuff I've recently retweeted and stuff. The waifu Wario's is just the cast of Madoka and Magika with Wario faces, and it looks really awful but awesome at the same time.
Madoka Magika.
Okay, I hate to bring it up. As soon as I bring it up, I'll get rid of it. But the dress. Somebody said, "This is so crazy. Is it blue or black or white and gold? Let me know what you see." He posted a picture of him flipping everyone off. That was Michael from Achievement Hunter. He's a very funny guy.
I know the true answer behind the dress, but I'm not going to bring it up because it's going to waste a lot of time.
And you got really quiet.
I'm sorry.
Oh, there's an interesting question. Why don't you stream on YouTube? Because I don't know how to do it.
You all like Twitch, don't you? Twitch is nice. He's nice.
Yeah, I probably should figure out how to do it on YouTube because nobody wants to go to Twitch. Or it's just more convenient to do it on YouTube.
Google it.
Oh yeah, I can Google that, no problem.
Why does everyone say Persona 4 is better than Persona 3? I say Persona 3 is the best, and I've seen the Persona 4 anime and TheNSCL's LP. I think it's because I think there's more of a connection in Persona 4 that the player makes to the characters because they're actually in danger and you know about them, and it's just I don't know, it's more personal. Persona 3 is still a fine game, don't get me wrong, but it's got a lot of great imagery and a lot of really great dark moments. But when you think about it, there's just a part in the story where nothing happens, like literally nothing happens.
Yeah, with it, consider Persona 3, 4, and 5 because Persona 1 and 2 is back in the old style, and then they brought in the new style with 3, and then they kept going with it. But consider it like standard level progression. Like 3 was the experiment, 4 was the the fine tuning. I think 5 will be the perfection of what they've gone with. But 3 had a dark story. It had a really good story, mind you, but had a really dark story, and you got to meet people, but there wasn't that, as UDJ said, that didn't have that connection. But 4, these were your best friends, and you gained more best friends as you saved them and got to know them. So there's more attachment there.
So if you want to put into an analogy, Persona 3 is like a really good Android phone, and Persona 4 is like a really good iPhone. Both totally perfectly good devices on their own, but you gotta admit, this one is a bit more slick and a bit more sexy and nice, and you like it a bit more. But they're still both fine. And Persona 1 is like two tin cans and a string.
Persona 1 could kiss my ass. I haven't
played 2.
What
a piece of shit. Piece of shit game Persona 1 is. Holy fuck.
I do have all the Persona games, and 1 is not that good. 2...
There's 3 pages of status deficiencies. What the fuck? Why do you need that many deficiencies? Enervation? What the fuck? They stack? What the hell? You can get 2 at the same time? What the hell? One of my dudes could be standing right in front of an enemy, and for some reason he just can't hit it because in one of the 5 spaces where he can actually attack, there's not an enemy there. So he's like, well, I guess I can't do anything. It's just so... Ugh.
I will attest to this, that Persona 1...
Music's good, though. I'll say that. Music's good.
Yeah, the only reason people don't consider it good is because they compare it to the other ones. But if you take it as a game itself, it does a lot of things that could have been easily fixed. Like the stacking status ailments, that was kind of annoying. An encounter every other step, that's annoying. And it was a different game. It has evolved. So you look at the first one, just kind of like, oh yeah, a good puppy. But then later on, it grows up and it's like, wow, that's an awesome dog.
UDJ's Emotional Roller Coaster Edition.
He has an emotional roller coaster every time he gets on the goddamn microphone.
I kill myself on this mic.
Which is how he loses mics like nobody's business.
And if you think it's bad, you haven't seen my Mega Man Zero Let's Plays.
Everyone, go watch that if you want to see this mellow dude completely destroy the sound barrier. It's awesome.
Oh, Mega Man 04 is going to be ending next week, so it's almost done. I'm gonna calculate how many deaths I have at the very end, and I've been doing some calculating. I've been compiling data about what my best episode in each game was, how many deaths per episode I normally have, who the hardest boss was, and it's not looking good.
How bad is it?
I'll be lucky if I don't break 1,000 deaths.
Wow.
Especially at this fucking ending here. I mean, it's literally a death every second.
God.
It's bad. It's so bad, man.
Jeez.
Yeah.
When can we see the roast of UDJ?
Man, that's every time he gets on the mic with me. Like, every time I challenge him to something, every time we get, I've noticed that when we started recording Dead Rising, I got to learn a new thing about him every single time, and it goes places.
It gets scary.
Like, every time I put a guy on my back, it suddenly became a relationship between two guys. Very mutual, but one didn't like it as much as the other one.
Try living with him. Imagine your whole life is just a narration every fucking day. Or he has conversations with the cat.
She says mirthlessly, feeling her wedding ring that she's slipping off of her finger.
It's awful loose today, honey.
That's what she said!
Oh God, Dark Souls, not again.
Yeah, we're at the point now that when me and her go to bed, I bring Dark Souls in as well. It's now a threesome.
And I just sigh. And roll over and go to sleep.
The manual gets in the way every time.
Fucking manual.
Actually, how is the manual to Dark Souls? I don't think I've really...
No, jeez, no! No!
Put it away, man! Put it away!
You have a sickness!
Oh, wait.
You have a sickness!
No, really, I was checking to see if it was, really interesting, but nope, it's just table of contents, getting started on one page, turn the page, game controls, and then the main menu, turn the page, where demons rule in the world of darkness, turn the page, online gameplay, and then that's it. And then they have it in 2 other languages, so...
That's pretty boring.
It's like the difference between the Assassin's Creed 1 manual and the Assassin's Creed 2 manual. The first one has, a lot of, it's like it's a report from Lucy and the professor, or I forgot what the fucking character's name was, but the 2 scientists who over Desmond. And, the professor, Mark's like, oh, that's really interesting. And the eagles that appear when you do a leap of faith, that's actually something that Lucy added as, a computer glitch or whatever, and the professor's like, hey, that's actually pretty cool. That's a good visual thing. It was interesting because there was a bit of dialogue. It kind of furthered the game a little bit. Assassin's Creed 2, game controls, how to play, getting started. That's the end. It was like 3 pages. It was 3 pages. It was 3 pages. I was so pissed.
Yeah.
Is Dark Souls now your waifu?
Is Dark Souls now my wife?
If you find a Moe version of the knight you play as in Dark Souls, I will kick your ass.
You could say that. It probably is.
It's like Undead Dragon Sama. Don't kill me, please.
Oh, God.
Jesus.
Okay, no more Dark Souls for now. We need to move away. I love this game.
He has the greatest hits version in a frame. No, I'm kidding. Actually, I do have one final topic, and we'll wrap up the podcast section, and then we'll just go on to having fun. I don't know.
All right.
What game are you playing now?
Right now?
Yes.
I'm playing a lot of games right now.
Name one that you would say is your favorite right now, the one you would probably finish first.
Probably Lords of the Fallen, because it's not that long.
Anything else you want? You already said it's a shorter Dark Souls knockoff, basically.
That's not as tightly designed. I know, I'm obsessed. What the fuck?
God.
But aside from that, Super Mario RPG.
You're just replaying it again?
Replaying it, I'm actually going to beat it this time, because I never beat it. Because
either.
what usually happens in these Mario games that I would do, years ago, is that I wouldn't grind, and you have to do that. Otherwise, you get fucked. And now I'm getting to a point where I had a problem, and now everything's going good.
Nice, nice. Well, there's a game that came out this past week that I dove into, and I can't put it down. And I'm so sad that it's really short, but it's the one that you said was a typo.
Criminal Girls?
No. Fuck no. HTOL #NIQ.
I want to call it Hotel Neek.
It's actually a shortened name for Hotaru no Nikki.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And it's basically a brighter Limbo that you control via small fairies. Like there's one in the Shadow World, one in the quote-unquote light world. Mm-hmm. But it's an apocalypse story, and you can't do anything with your character. You basically have to flip switches. It's a very dark puzzle game, and probably the thing that kept me immediately was the fact that little sprite girl you're controlling, she gets murdered, like, really, really gruesome ways, and I was like, oh my god, now I have to finish it. I have to make sure she doesn't die.
Or you can continually let her suffer.
It's 4 chapters. Very, very short. And if you want to play it on PSN, it's a Vita exclusive, $20. Well worth it, but if you want a physical copy, that's a little more expensive.
Any more questions here? We're getting, what's our favorite Star Wars game? We're getting a lot of that, too.
I really loved Shadows of the Empire when I had it.
I haven't played a lot of Star Wars games because, I'm not all that big on Star Wars, I still appreciate it as, a great sci-fi series. It's revolutionized sci-fi in many ways, but I had to go with Shadows of the Empire, too.
Yes.
Because that's really good. That's one of the only ones. But I got a feeling if I play something like Rogue Squadron 3, I'd probably like that, too.
What are you going to review this year?
Stuff.
Yep, that's the answer I'm going to give.
Stuff.
Yeah, games and stuff. That was weird. I will say, how far am I in? How many reviews have I done? 97. SWAT Cats was number 97.
Oh, you're almost at 100.
Uh-oh. So what does that mean?
We're going to have to throw you a party, sir.
Woohoo! I've done this for 4 years and I only reached episode 100. Yay me! Yeah, you'll see what happens on episode 100. I got something special planned. I actually made a kind of a hint to it in Sakura Trick. See if you can find it. And that'll be a wrap.